Hey guys, it's Madison from Scratch Mouth, and I wanted to make a few short announcements and talk about how my creative process for writing songs works. Since I put out a lot of songs in abundance, there's got to be at least one person that asks, how do I put out much content and just throw it out there without really thinking or doing it. So I'm going to explain the behind the scenes of second place productions for people who may have wondered how the channel works. So I am the main runner and the manager of the channel. Connor has the password, but I'm mostly on it, monitoring the views, monitoring the likes and the comments. I do all the uploads. I edit most of the videos, and me and Connor make the music. He also helps me edit. He helps me film videos, and he helps me think up ideas. It's mostly me and him. It was supposed to be a whole group of people, but it ended up being me and him due to some creative differences, and that's fine. We don't really do much to record. We don't like going all out with our quality. We feel like there's too much good quality things in this world to be too polished. We like our stuff being as real as it is, as raw as it is, and as fresh, unique, and original as we can possibly get. Even though sometimes we wear contemporaries on our sleeves, there's definitely uniqueness within our making of music. And one of those would also have to be our side projects like our lo-fi, our Basement Dweller tapes, which right now the Basement Dwellers is really just me on BandLab with a bunch of different instruments, but I want to get multiple band members for that one too. And I want to make it like one of those big band folk punk bands, like Bridge City Sinners or something, but I started this channel earlier, I believe last year. This was a trail off from Close to Insanity Productions. I was in Close to Insanity Productions for 4 years, and that was a channel run strictly by me, no one else. And it was a downward spiral. I fucking hated it. I didn't like that channel at all. I used to make rap music. I used to be an emo rapper. It wasn't the music I really wanted to do, and I really didn't enjoy making it, to be quite frank with you. That one was quantity over quality. I didn't really care about my releases on how they sound, but I didn't do the bad quality in a good way like I wanted. I did the bad quality in a lazy way. I used to not want to work on my music if I was just alone. And me and Connor started a band. So me and Connor started a band, but we didn't want to be on Close to Insane Productions because there was already my rap stuff, my noise music, and my side projects on there as well. That channel's a dead channel. It's still up online and stuff, but we don't really upload there anymore. We kind of just left it abandoned, but the content is still up there to be enjoyed by people who just happen to enjoy that stuff. I wouldn't want to just take that stuff down, but me rapping over YouTube beats wasn't the best idea for my music, obviously, and that's not what I wanted to go for. So I started off with experimental music at first. I made a few what I like to call trip rock songs. If you know what trip rock is, probably psychedelic rock. But I made that all on BandLab on loopers, so it really didn't sound together. It sounded like repetitive, and I was just saying nonsense over it. To give you an explanation on how I write my songs, I write mine differently. I don't write. The reason why I don't write is because I can read stuff back, but I can't give emotion by reading. For some reason, that just never... I had to be on the fly with my emotions. I had to be right there. If I'm feeling it right there, I had to be vocal about it right there. And if I remember it in memory, I'll still be just as emotional as I did the first time. So I don't write my songs. What I do is I sit there with this janky guitar that I use for almost all the recordings. I got a better guitar that I use for some songs, but I mostly use this piece of trash because I love it. This is my piece of trash. And it's named Fever Baby. I bought it at the pawn market when COVID struck for $60. I got a stimulus check, and one of the first things I bought, other than groceries, was a guitar, because I was going to be in for a while. I wanted to learn to do something, and I always wanted to be in a band, so I started making guitar. I didn't know how to play, but I just kind of went for it. Connor taught me a few notes, and how I write my songs is I'll play the rhythm the way I want to repeatedly, over and over again, until it's beating my brain. And then I'll think of the lyrics in my head, and I'll think of the lyrics, and that's why sometimes the lyrics alter just a tiny bit, which is mainly just like a word or like a way I say something, is because sometimes I stumble and forget. I'm not going to lie. But again, this is the only way I can make my music, since I'm so used to freestyle rap music. I used to freestyle constantly in school, making me... I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm talented or some shit, but my friends acknowledge the fact that I can come up with rhymes and words and lines in a fast manner with barely thinking at all. It's just compulsive. So when I'm doing the notes and I'm hearing the beat, I start freestyling over it, and I keep redoing it, changing what sounds wrong, putting in what sounds right, and then just redoing it again and again and again and again. Practice. I keep redoing it every day when I get the chance to, and then I remember that song, and that's how I write my song. Recording, I don't record off a laptop. I don't use any fancy mics. I record off BandLab, and I use my phone mic. That's where you get the fuzzy quality from that I like to add to my music on purpose. I put my phone across the room. Now I do. I used to put it like on an ashtray, about a few feet away from the chair. But I put it all the way across the room, and I scream and I play. And I've been working on my second studio full-length album. I've been putting out a lot of EPs. I'm done putting out like EPs for a while, other than like a few more that I made with my friends. And Connor's got a few EPs. But I'm making a full-length album, and that's going to be the second most big project I probably do on this channel yet. I already got 2 songs recorded out of 16, and it's basically going to be using that writing process. I'm also taking music I made without my guitar and translating it into music that I want to make with guitar. I recently just redone Talent Daydreams from Tales of a Burnout. I fucking love the new version now. I cannot wait till you all hear that. But the creative process about that's basically about it. And then I just kind of upload whenever I want to. I don't premiere it. I don't make any big advertisements. I just kind of just throw it out there for the enjoy of it. And when me and Connor record, we do what I do. But granted, he writes his stuff down. I just kind of freeform, and then we made it. That's how Strain Till Collapse was made. I was just freeforming shit over that guitar that he wrote. We wrote it down, and I just recited it. Change it up every now and then, make it interesting. And that's just how the writing process works. That's how I always made music. And I got a new big project coming out that I'm really taking the time on. I got a lot of side EPs I've been releasing, but those are just throwouts. And the reason I do quantity over quality is because I get so many ideas. I just like to release. Again, I do music for fun. I don't want to be some big thing. You know, I like having a fan base. I like playing music, and I like throwing it out there. That's about it. But the only reason I can throw out this many songs repeatedly back to back like that is because of the process I used to make songs from when I used to freestyle. So you all kind of have an idea of why you get so many uploads from me and how I keep making music. This new album is spanning some different subjects. I've been really heavy on the MSED talk. I decided to tone it down a bit and work on some other subjects I went through because a lot has went on in my past and now. So God only knows what I'm going to be writing about here in a few days. So I just wanted to tell you all where I'm at right now with my writing. I'm doing really good. I'm feeling a lot better mentally. I'm getting my shit together. I quit my job again. That's just not the place for me. I just sort of struck twice at work. That was